Hi everyone, to the bone, this is Darcy and today I'm going to show you my 4-month results from using the Oralift. On this video I'm going to show you lots of before and afters from my 4 months progress when I was using the Oralift, and I'm also going to show you what happened after I stopped using the Oralift for 4 months. This video should answer most of your questions about the Oralift that you had from my previous videos. So if you want to hear more about it, keep on watching. But before we get to this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's get to it. As you can hear, I'm a little sick. I've actually been sick most of November with a horrible cold, and I actually lost my voice. So I'm sorry about my voice on this video. I am feeling much better, but my voice is not fully back. But I want to make sure to do this video and share these results because it's way overdue and I get a lot of questions on my channel. Plus, Oralift is going to have an amazing holiday sale coming up, and I'll have all that information on the description box below. But I want to put this video up so you guys can see for yourselves and decide if this is something you'd like to check it out. On this video, I want to focus mostly on my results for the 4 months from using the Oralift. But if you want tips and more information on how to use it, I have 3 other videos on the Oralift, and I'll leave those on the description box below. But in a nutshell, the Oralift is a device that you actually put in your mouth and helps you with anti-aging, wrinkles, and even helps with TMJ. And I can attest to that. This has been a lifesaver because I do suffer from TMJ. But if you want more detailed information about what the Oralift is, how to use it, and tips, I'll leave all those previous videos on the description box below. But I want to jump right into my results because that's what we're here for. So this is basically all my before and afters from when I started the Oralift in February. February is right as before I started the Oralift, so that's my beginning starting point. April is my 2-month results, and you can already see that I accomplished a lot of results for the 2 months. My eyebrows are lifted, my wrinkles are more relaxed, and I feel that my cheeks are more lifted too. And I'm having a lot more symmetry, which is something I'm going to be talking about on this video as well. And even my lips are a little more full. The 3 months results that you see in May, I could feel that my under eyes look more rested. Again, my hooding of my eyes are more lifted. I don't know if you can see from this photo, but my 11s were almost completely gone, guys, and I was not using any microcurrent. You can see my jowling is better and my face shape is better too from comparing to February, which is more wider. And in June, what actually happened is when I took this photo, I was already not using the Oralift as often. I think I mentioned to you guys this summer I had a lot of health issues with my son and myself. So I was not using as often, but I was still seeing the results from using it, even not as often, but you can still see the progress, and I was still getting results even though I was not using as much. So June is when I kind of stopped using it, but I show you this photo because I could still see results for the 4 months in June, and that's why I want you to pay attention to the comparison between February and June, how my face symmetry is better, and I'm going to have more close-ups, but I want to start showing the left side of my face and the right side of my face so we can isolate the results. So let's start first with the right side of my face. If you look at the right side of my face, again, from February, before I start using the Oralift, to June, you can see how my eyes get less and less hooded and more open, how my cheeks get more lifted, how the jowling does help, and even my lips get more plumped. And also I found out that my under eye also got more filled up, and my face shape kind of returned to what it was 10 years ago, which I will show a photo on this video too. I'll be lots of before and afters on this video, so make sure you stick until the end. So this is from my right side of my face, which is kind of like the right side is actually my best side of my face because I slipped on my left side. So now let's take a look at the left side, because I think from the left side of my face, you can see a lot of the improvement, even more since it's my worst side. On my left side, you can definitely see I have more jowling, I have more nasolabial folds, and my eyes are more hollowed. And you can definitely see the results progression from February to June, how the face shape got more smooth and more of what it used to be, and also how my jowling, even though in June I was hardly using the Oralift, I was using it still, but I still got the full results at 4 months. So that is very important for you guys to know, to have to use it for the 4 months. It's very important because that's what it takes for your really to get the full benefits of the Oralift. Even if you're not using as often, I still saw results even after I stopped using. And that's what I'm showing in June. Even though I was super sick in June, I feel like I still look pretty good and rested compared to February, even though I was extremely sick, and I don't want to get into it, but I was not feeling my best. But I definitely looked more lifted. Now I want to show you the comparison, guys, from the 4-month results, so you can see side by side February and June. And I think this is really remarkable because you can definitely see how my face shape in February, before I was using the Oralift, is kind of squared out. Because as we get older, our faces get wider, guys. And as I mentioned, I slipped on my left side, and my left side has a lot more aging than my right side. But you can definitely see my eyebrows are lifted, and also my 11s and the actual wrinkles on my forehead were more relaxed. And also my jowling was better, my nasolabial folds were better, my under eyes were better. Overall, the 4-month result, I thought it was pretty remarkable. And also the face symmetry, because one of the things that Oralift does is restore your face symmetry. It helps to restore your face shape to what it used to be. It does not change your face shape, guys, and this is something I will show you on this video as well, because it's a question I got a lot throughout my use of the Oralift. But here, from before I started to the 4-month mark, you can definitely see the full results that I have achieved. And honestly, I was not even using as often, which I'll talk about more, but I still saw the full results, and it's pretty amazing, and I'm pretty happy with the results I've got. Now I'm going to show you what happened after I stopped using the Oralift, and this is 4 months after, because again, I kind of stopped in June, but I was still getting results. But come September, I was not using at all. So you kind of can see that my face started getting wider again, less symmetric. My eyes were back to being hooded. And again, at this point, I was not using any microcurrent, and I did not use any microcurrent during my usage of the Oralift. And you can definitely see here that my 11s, the frowning, it's more, you can see more my wrinkles, my dynamic wrinkles there, which I have completely lost my 11s during the usage of Oralift without using microcurrent, which is unheard of for me. And also my eyes were never this open, which I will show my 10-year photo pretty soon. So let's bear with me here, showing the results from June, when I already had stopped the Oralift, but I still get my results, to September, which is 4 months after I stopped using the Oralift. So I think it's pretty amazing to see those results, that after 4 months you kind of go back to it. And that's why the Oralift you have to use every 4 months to keep up with results, which we'll talk about soon. And now let me show you guys what happened. This comparison of the 4-month, June when I stopped, September 4 months after, and now February to September. You can see that I literally was back to square one. Before using the Oralift, and 4 months after, my jowling was back, my hooding was back, my forehead wrinkle was back. And interesting, guys, when I was using the Oralift, I was so amazed that my dynamic wrinkles, my crow's feet, and I'm going to show you a smiling photo too pretty soon, so hang in there. It's going to be so many before and afters on this video, so please hang in there. But here I wanted to show you the before Oralift and the 4 months after, that you basically go back to square one if you don't continue using it, which is that happens with any face device. It's not something you're going to get permanent results. You will go back to what it was if you don't continue using. So the Oralift is not, and actually not just the Oralift, guys, any device in the market, even Botox, if you decide to do it, nothing is permanent. You have to continue using it, because aging is something that happens every day. We are constantly aging, so this is something to keep in mind. Now I'm going to show you a very interesting photo from 10 years ago and compared to my June results. This photo is from 10 years ago. Sorry about the quality of the photo, but I had a hard time finding a straight frontal shot that could show you guys how my face shape was. So on this photo, I don't want you to pay attention to wrinkles. I want you to just pay attention to how wide my eyes were and the distance between my nose and my mouth, the shape of my face, and basically show you that using the Oralift did not change my face shape, and that's why I want to show you this photo, which, sorry about the quality, it was my space photo. I have a lot of photos profile, but I did not have a straight up shot, so I wanted to show this comparison from June, when I had the best results, to basically 10 years before, to show you how the Oralift restore my face shape. It did not change, because I get a lot of questions of people saying, oh, is it going to make my face long? Is it going to change my face shape? It won't, guys. What happened, and I can tell you from my experience, and you can see from this photo, even though the quality of the 10-year photo is not so good, doesn't have any filters, it was just very bad camera. But comparing to June, I try to match the angle so you can visually see how my eyebrows were actually back to what they were 10 years ago. My eye hoods were back to what they were 10 years ago, but I had a lot more lid space, and there was no increase on the distance between my nose and my lip, which was a question I kept getting, because I kind of mentioned on the previous video that it creates a space in between your lip and nose, but the space is actually inside your mouth. And that space that goes inside your mouth by using the Oralift is what basically literally move your bones, your bone structure, but it doesn't change them. It just restores to what they used to be. So this is pretty remarkable, and that's why I wanted to show you this photo. The Oralift also has an amazing app, which I highly suggest you guys use it. You can use the app for tracking your results. You can do before and afters. I talked about it on the previous video, but my favorite feature on the app is the before and after, guys. And I'm going to show you just my smiley before and after. Here for you guys, you can click compare, because I want to talk about the dynamic wrinkles. So when you click compare, I find that this is amazing from Oralift, so you can track your progress and visually see the difference. So you can see here, this is June, and look how my actual crow's feet were back. And even though I was pretty sick before, you can also see the hollows of my eyes got bigger. And again, in June, I was actually already sick. But you can definitely see in September how, especially the dynamic wrinkles, the crow's feet and the 11s came back full-fledged. And also my jowling, which you can see on the other photo, but I wanted to show you the dynamic wrinkles. And again, this app is amazing because you can change and see your progress from September to June, or you can compare to other months. So it's pretty cool, guys. I highly suggest, if you use the Oralift, to use with the app. It's really important. Another tip I have for you guys about Oralift usage. You do not need to use this for an hour a day to get results. I actually suffer from horrible TMJ. So when I was using the Oralift, I actually could only use it the most for 15 minutes morning and night. And that also was due from my TMJ that I have for many, many years, and also from the stress I was going through, because it made my jaws a lot tighter. But I still saw results by using 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, and I didn't even progress to the bigger Oralift until almost towards the end. So a lot of the results you see from this video are from actually using the 3mm mostly, after I'm done using some of the stuff I'm testing right now for you guys, because I want to try it out doing a lot more of a progression by going into the 5mm. You do not have to use this too often to get results. Actually, using too often, you can get an overuse that can give you headaches and actually will not give you the best results. So with Oralift and with a lot of things in life, less is more. So make sure to watch my previous videos when I give you lots of tips. I do get a lot of this question about, if I use more often, would I get quicker results? No, guys, you do need the 4-month, as you saw on my before and afters, to really get the full results. So more is not better, and it's also good to pay attention. If you are using the Oralift and you feel like trembling or you feel a headache, that means you're overusing it, and it's not a good thing. So if that happens, you report on the actual app and they will give you instructions of what to do next. This is a medical device that has been tested, has so much research on it, so it's best to use as a device so you can get the best results. So definitely pay attention to this and watch my other videos with lots of information, usage and tips as well. Truthfully, if I was going to a desert island and I could take only one device, I would take the Oralift, because I feel like this made a huge difference in my face when I was using it. I'm not currently using right now because, as you guys know, I'm a review channel, so I try my best to use one device at a time so I can give you the best reviews, the more honest review, so you guys can see the results from the products I'm currently reviewing. So I'm not currently using the Oralift. I wish I was, honestly, because when I was using it, I saw amazing results. If you have any questions that I have not answered on this video, make sure to comment below. And I do have a coupon code for the Oralift. I'll leave that in the description box below with the links as well. This coupon code, guys, you can save all year round. And when they have sales and you use my coupon code, you get extra 10% off on top of the sales. And it's definitely something I highly recommend. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.